I mean, see, with this, there was no reading of a script because it was very much clear that it's the adaptation of Luther. And I watched Luther a couple of years ago when it came out. And this time, when they told me it's Ajay who's doing it and it's his web series debut and you will debut along with him, I think it was just fantastic. I think these things are taglines that are given. And if I'm coming back, I'm coming back. But I'm back every time. So be it. Deep down, every mother wants their child to pursue their dreams through their career. And she is extremely supportive.
Esha, welcome back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you, Faridoon.
You lost a number of years. What exactly are you doing?
Lost a what?
Number of years, because you're looking like a much younger version of
lost a number
yourself.
of years that way.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm doing is I'm looking after myself and living a disciplined lifestyle and working. I think being on set on that, role, automatically weight loss happens then.
What about the diet factor? How important is diet?
Very important, very important. I think what you put in your system reflects on your face and your well-being and your mood. So being active and being on set, we tend to eat light. So we avoid being sluggish, especially after lunch break. We need to be more alert. So there's always light food that goes in. And I eat my ghar ka khana, simple dal, chawal, or rasam rice. And that spice factor keeps me awake.
All right. So the element of spice, I think it's also there in your personality as well. I was reading one of your interviews and you were asked about your comeback and you had like a very detailed sort of response in terms of comeback and all that. So do you think it's rather unfair at times when this entire comeback tag is attached to actresses or actors?
No, if you take it seriously, it's not going to make sense. I think these things are taglines that are given. And if I'm coming back, I'm coming back. But I'm back every time. So be it.
Tell me, how was the experience of Rudra? It's a show that is doing very well. It's taking you to the entire world now.
Absolutely. It's been a fantastic journey being part of Rudra and Rudra's life and playing Rudra's wife. She has a mind of her own. She's a very strong, dignified woman. And she has her own story that is simultaneously, parallelly moving with her partner, Rudra's.
When you were offered the web show, how did you respond to it? What was your response when you read the script?
I mean, see, with this, there was no reading of a script because it was very much clear that it's the adaptation of Luther. And I watched Luther a couple of years ago when it came out because I've been a fan of Idris Elba as well. And I like watching his work. And this time when they told me it's Ajay who's doing it and it's his web series debut and you will debut along with him, I think it was just fantastic. And even the role that was being offered to me was something that I would definitely take up at this point in time. With my personality, my views, my thoughts pretty much match with what Shaila would do.
And how do you look at the way things are evolving now in terms of the web space, the way the content is being looked at, the way the sort of options which are available, the way language is not a bar anymore. I think I'm assuming you understand, say, Tamil, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think it's the way forward, and it's something that the audiences are accepting and the audiences are enjoying. And I think initially it was a testing period where they kind of tested the audience's pulse to see whether they are going to receive this kind of work in a good way. And it tended to go obviously in the positive direction. Hence, more and more similar kind of stories are being written, keeping each genre in mind. There's a huge variety that's being made. A lot of more stories are being told, and there's ample opportunity for work.
All right. So I believe you're also working in Suniel Shetty's web show.
The show's name is Invisible Woman. Anna is in it. And it is an action thriller, something very
Right.
different from what I've done before. And it's a very interesting script, and the role of the female in it is fantastic.
I think the sort of workout that you must have been doing, I think it's tailor made for that. You seem to be getting up for action now.
Always.
He-Man's daughter, after all.
If not on screen, then in personal life, yes.
No, I'm saying He-Man's daughter, after all.
After all, yes. So I think I'm gifted with a body structure like that. So it's easy for someone like me to bounce back with the muscle frame that has been gifted.
No, definitely. All right. And how was Dharamji's response to Rudra? Has he
So
seen it?
he's not, I mean, he's also going to watch it from tomorrow onwards with the rest of the nation. But he's seen a bit of my look test images and a bit of behind the scene videos. So when we chill together, we kind of share. He shows me stuff from his set. I show him stuff from my set, and he's liked it.
All right. And the early reviews have been coming in for the shows. What has been the response that you've been getting?
Well, I've been only interacting today with a lot of people through this medium for interviews, and a lot of people have watched 3 episodes and they are eagerly waiting to watch the rest. So that says it all.
What about movies? Are you having movie offers?
Well, movies, yes, but I'm, there's a balance that I want to do. I'll tell you why. Because this Rudra is what I did, which is again a crime thriller. The next one that I'm shooting for at the moment is an action thriller, and then the one after that is also on this serious sort of note. So I am honestly looking for some humor and lightheadedness in my life. So I'm looking for a movie which has comedy in it, and I am deliberately waiting for something like that to come my way, and that then I'll do the movie, I think. Some humor to balance the intensity out.
Which is the third series that you're part of?
Once the announcement is made, then like even with Invisible Woman, I had to keep quiet till it was out there officially said. I think that's the way it is now.
How do you look back at your journey so far? You've been part of some really big films. You've been part of some really big projects. A lot of those films they've done well at the box office as well. How do you look back at your journey so far?
It's been lovely. I think I look back and I only have fond feelings for my journey in this industry. For me, this is a big family, and it's filled with different kind of family members, and it's up to me how I deal with each and every one of them, and it's continuing that way for me.
And you're the original Dhoom girl. How do you look at that particular phase of your career?
Well, that I think was the most adventurous phase. I think also because of the age I was in and the things surrounding my career and my life at that time was very adventurous, very exciting. And somewhere I am feeling that way right now again. I don't know why. Of course, I've matured. I've, you know, crossed a couple of milestones in life. I've gotten married. I have kids. But that kind of excitement is something that I'm feeling now, because I think I am back to working again with that intensity.
What has COVID taught you?
Patience, and not just me, but I think overall, COVID has taught people to pay more attention to their health. So if you look at I tend to look at the positive side of any situation and learn from there. So definitely there is much more health awareness, not just physical health, but mental health also, which I'm glad is being addressed today. And people are actually taking these matters up more seriously and doing something about it.
How is Hemaji responding to this new avatar of yours? Because she looks so amazing still, and I'm sure she has taken wonderful care of herself. Is she happy with the way you're just getting back to doing work and taking care of your health the way you are?
She is. She is someone who talks less, and I think deep down, every mother wants their child to pursue their dreams through their career, and she is extremely supportive. So I think that's how I know she is supporting me, is because when I step out to work, She helps with babysitting the kids. Of course, I have my in-laws as well, and sometimes my dad also babysits Radhya and Miraya when I'm at shoot. So I think having a good, solid family support system is important to continue being a working mom also.